Hi, this is Ben Gaines from Adobe Analytics Product Management, and today I want to show you how you can manage projects that you've created in the new Analysis Workspace. If you're on Adobe Analytics solution and you're an admin, you've probably noticed this Analysis Workspace link with a beta flag. You may not have noticed this Manage Projects link with a beta flag on it, which is part of the Components area in the navigation. That's essentially what I want to show you, but first let's take a look at how you can save a project and do a little bit of work on project management directly in the Analysis Workspace. Hopefully you've had a chance to play with the Analysis Workspace. You may not have felt the need at this point to save any of the projects that you've created. We're still pretty early in the beta, and so the number of things that you would build here in the Analysis Workspace and then save and come back to later, or that you would share with other teams, might be pretty limited. We expect that will change. Hopefully, if we're successful, that will change over time, and you'll feel a desire to build more projects here that you would come back to and work with over a period of time, like you might do in Excel or in ad hoc analysis or elsewhere. So I've just built a very, very basic project here. Product names, showing revenue, simple bar graph, nothing very complex going on here, but it is worth noting, if you haven't seen it yet, the Save Project button at the top, and so I click that. I can give the project a name, which I'm going to call Video Demo Project, and you'll notice that it actually updates the project name that is shown on the project itself. So as I type, I'll just do that one more time. Look up here at the title here, and you'll see that it actually updates as I type. And I'm going to give it a simple description: project created for purposes of YouTube demo. And I save the project. And there we go. And now once I've saved the project, I can actually do a little bit of management right here in Analysis Workspace by clicking Show Project Info. I can edit my description, I can add a tag, and I can add collaborators, which basically means I'm sharing the project with others in my organization, and I can see I've got all of I could share it with everybody, or I can share it with individual teams, and these are based on groups that I've set up in the admin console, or I can share it with individual people down here below. I'm not going to do any of that for now. I want to hop over to that components area and show you that we've created a single place where you can manage multiple projects at one time. And you can see I've got 6 projects here in my area, in my manage projects area. And the advantage of coming in here to do your project management is that I can operate on multiple projects at once. If you've used the Manage Segments tool, this is a very similar manager. In fact, it looks and feels just about the same. So if I select a project, or if I select multiple projects, there are a series of actions I can take. If I've selected one project, I have the rename option. If I select multiple, I can't rename multiple projects at once, but I can do a few things here. I can add a new project, which would take me back to the Analysis Workspace, and I could build out another new project. I can add tags, and this is something that we introduced with segmentation. It's not, to be honest, it isn't sort of fully utilized in Adobe Analytics yet, meaning there are other places where we want to let you take advantage of organizing things by tags and retrieving things by tags, and those will be coming soon. But I'm just going to add a quick tag here. I'll call it YouTube, and I'll call it Demo, and so I'm adding tags, and these are going to let me, if I tag those, you'll see that those show up as tags, and then I can, if I wanted to, I could filter this view by clicking on tags over on the left. I'm going to select a different project here. I have that same share functionality that I showed you in the Analysis Workspace, so I can share this project with other teams, and I could do multiple. I can share multiple projects with those teams, and I have, of course, that rename ability. Approve is another piece like tagging that we're rolling out to other areas of the tool and making it easier for you to approve things for your organization and sort of mark them as canonical and ready for broad use. And then the ability to copy. So if I want to preserve the state of one of my projects, but then go in and make changes to that project that don't impact the original, I can do that just by creating a copy and then maybe renaming it so it is called something a little better than another test project copy. As with the segment manager, I can control what's shown here. I can look at the report suites that these projects are based on. I can look at whether I've marked them as favorites or not, which is done just by clicking on these star icons. Really, that's the Manage Projects ability. In the future, we'll be expanding this greatly, and part of what you'll see in Analysis Workspace is ability to have more granular control over what gets shared with other teams in your organization based on the projects that you create in Analysis Workspace, so that you have very curated, very sort of targeted projects that you can make available to others in your organization, and so that will be coming soon in the beta, and hopefully this will help you manage your projects.